Hello there guys, welcome to the channel Talking with Jay Spear. On today's video, I'm giving you my top 10 actors right now, of course. Obviously, every day you ask me, it'd probably be a different list. So this was really hard to put together. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to let me know yours in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Coming in at number 10, guys, we have Keanu Reeves. Obviously, Keanu Reeves is known all the way around the world and definitely right now is going up there in that top 10 for sure, and becoming one of the best actors right now, to be honest, because he really is improving every time. Obviously, coming from The Matrix and Point Break, going into stuff like John Wick, and now even being a voice actor in the new Toy Story 4. I really did enjoy him as Duke Kaboom, and I really think the role of John Wick is his best role yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what actually he does in the future. At the moment, he's obviously doing like voice acting for games and stuff, and potentially joining the MCU, which is quite good. I think it'd be a great move for him. I don't know what part he would play, but it'd definitely be a dream move for me. Coming in at number 9, guys, is James McAvoy. James McAvoy, in my opinion, if you would have asked me this, like, who is your top 10 actors? He'd probably be in my top 5 when I was thinking about it. But actually looking into it, I had to knock him down. I could have easily put him at the top 10 because some of my honourable mentions, you guys are going to go, what? Why is he there instead of them? And stuff like that. So, yeah, it's very hard. But James McAvoy has definitely got the talent. Really, from the first minute I see him on the screen, which was in X-Men First Class, I knew this guy had talent. I've recently gone through some of his other films. I've seen him in Atonement with Keira Knightley. I've seen him in, obviously, It Chapter 2, which is recently coming out, obviously. And there's some other movies which I've seen him in. He's just popped up, like Atomic Blonde and stuff like that, which he's really done a great job and shown his acting range, especially when it comes to the movies of Split and, obviously, Glass. I really think he showed his acting range there as well. But this guy really has it all when it comes to emotion. He really puts it into his work, and I really just love him every time he's on the screen. Coming in at number 8 is a legend. His name is Michael Keaton, of course. Michael Keaton is a special actor. He's been in and around every single movie you can possibly name. This guy is just great. Starting off, when I first saw him as Batman, the guy was just great. He oozed a presence playing as that role and really cherished it and really done something special with the character. And most recently, I've seen him in, obviously, the Spider-Man Homecoming. I really did enjoy him in that as well, especially the car scene where he's talking to Peter. I really liked the presence he brung, and obviously as Vulture, he really reprised the role and really shocked a lot of people because a lot of people wasn't too sure of where Spider-Man was going in the MCU. But yeah, this guy's just got a great amount of experience, a great acting range. Coming in at number 7, this guy is the king of action in my opinion. It is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is amazing. Now, whether you love him or hate him when it comes to his personality and stuff, this guy is genius. He does all his own stunts. His acting range has been just unbelievable. All the movies he's been in, you can name it, obviously Mission Impossible, you can name it obviously recently in The Mummy, even though it didn't do so great, he was in that, of course. He's been in a ton of other movies. Trying to think off the top of my head, I can't brainstorm right now, but really, he's been in so many movies, especially action movies, and always does a good job. Really, the main role for him, I think, is the Mission Impossible. That's why they keep continuing. I really do enjoy him from Mission Impossible 1 all the way through to the stage we're at now, at Fallout. I really enjoyed every single one. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this franchise. But not only that, Tom Cruise as an actor is just absolutely outstanding. Coming in at number 6 is a newbie, one of my big favourite actors right now. I really had to put him in this list. Mahershala Ali. I really was gobsmacked with this guy. I see him in another movie quite a couple, I think it was about a year ago, and I knew this guy was good, but I never really see him after that. He sort of went off the radar, and then obviously I watched The Green Book, and that guy just knows how to act. Really, he just took that role and really smashed it out the park. And then I see him in, obviously, Alita Battle Angel, really smashing his role in there. Obviously now being announced as Blade, his credit has obviously been rewarded now by the MCU. This guy is a top actor. I can't wait to see what he has upcoming. This guy's acting range is just unbelievable. I've seen him emotional, I've seen him angry, I've seen him nice and calm and laid back. I've seen him as the villain in, obviously, Luke Cage as well. He just absolutely knows how to perform. Coming into that number 5 spot, it is Dwayne Johnson. Now, Dwayne Johnson may not be the best when it comes to acting in front of a camera, but he certainly brings a big presence. And not only that, he's definitely one of the biggest stars around the movie industry in general, really. He knows how to make money, he knows how to make projects really sell well, and he just knows how to be a lovable character, which everybody loves, and that's what I do love about him. That's why he's put him into my number 5 spot. He could have been higher because I feel like his acting could be better in some types of movies like Skyscraper and obviously Rampage are movies, whether you like them or not, are movies which you could decide where his acting range really lies. But then seeing him obviously as Hobbs, my favourite character really when it comes to Dwayne Johnson, I really enjoy him as Hobbs in the Fast and Furious franchise. Really, when it comes to his performances, they're always about average or just good. They're never nothing amazing. I need to see him in a movie which really just smashes it out of the park to really put him up further in my list. Coming in at number 4, guys, we have definitely an experienced actor when it comes to Matt Damon. Now, Matt Damon is really great. I've seen him in a lot of movies, and really what sold him to me, really, obviously seeing The Departed recently, I think he was great in that. I've seen him through the Bourne franchise, the Jason Bourne franchise. I really like him in that. And I've seen him in a lot of other movies, but what really sold it for me was his performance in We Bought a Zoo. I love that movie. I think it's a great family movie, and really, he was the sole character in there which really sold it. He adds emotion, intensity, caring, loving character in that movie, which really sold everything for me, for him to be one of the best actors for sure. I really seen him in obviously a ton of other stuff. He's going to be in obviously Ford versus Ferrari, which I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. He's in a ton of other great movies, and I'm sure he still ain't going to retire anytime soon. This guy is a top actor, and I really just love him. Coming in at number 3, guys, it is another experienced actor with the name of Will Smith. Will Smith really came about with obviously the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, really shocking a lot of people with a series which I absolutely love, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. Going into roles obviously like Men in Black, which was a great trilogy. Obviously the new one ain't so good, but it didn't have Will Smith in it, so we'll obviously exclude that one, of course. But really he was great in there. Bad Boys 1 and 2 I've seen him in, obviously, of course. I Am Legend, which is a movie I really do love with Will Smith in it. He's been in The Pursuit of Happiness. He's just appeared here, there and everywhere. Obviously Gemini Man coming out later on this year with Will Smith in it again. Obviously Aladdin this year as well, which I really think he'd done a great job with that genie role, taking it from Robin Williams, trying to do something fresh and really taking his take on it, and really done a great job. But this guy has a energy around him. He's really been through a lot in his personal life, but he really brings that to the screen, bringing this presence of fun, energy, charismatic. I really do enjoy Will Smith as an actor, and when he has to be angry and emotional, he can really do that too. So at number 2, how can you better Will Smith? Obviously he's a great actor, and really you have to look into other stuff which the guys have to do, really. So obviously I'm looking at stuff, people that do voice acting, that do acting in general, bring that charismatic stuff which Will Smith does, as well as the effort. I can only think of another one in Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is just about better than Will Smith at this precise moment because of what he's done. He really just goes to prove to people what he can do. His vocal range, his acting range is unbelievable. Going into stuff like Les Miserables, when it comes to The Greatest Showman, proving people that he can be a great talent when it comes to music and stuff like that. I think he's done a great job. And not only that, The Greatest Showman, in my opinion, is the best musical since Grease. And that's just a big statement, because I really think the whole story is such a great family story, and the songs are just something special as well. I really do remember them. Obviously his role as known as the Wolverine really is something special, going through from X-Men 1 all the way through the franchise, leading up to that last movie as Logan, getting the great send-off he deserves. Really is great. He's in other movies, obviously you've got Pan, Nightmare at the Museum. You can just go through his whole film list. He's just been in so many great things. But voice acting in animations as well, which I do give him his credit, because voice acting is another way of getting out there, and I really think this guy's worked his arse off and deserves definitely that second place spot. So now coming in at number 1 to top basically Will Smith and Hugh Jackman, I really had to think hard. And these top 3 you could swap every single day. They're just so great at what they do. But at number 1 it is going to be Leonardo DiCaprio, of course. Leonardo DiCaprio has been in a ton of great movies and deserved the Oscar that he got. He deserves all the Academy Awards, everything, because this guy is a genius actor. That is a level above Hugh Jackman and Will Smith in my opinion at this precise moment, but yet them other two guys can definitely do stuff to match what Leo does. He really is great. Obviously the first movie I see Leonardo DiCaprio in, I think, was Titanic, if not Romeo and Juliet, which really he does quite great in both movies. Then he goes into movies like Great Gatsby, you've got Django Unchained, Inception, which is a phenomenal movie as well. You've got obviously Shutter Island as well, which I really did love that movie because it had twists and turns and was a type of movie which I quite enjoy. Then you got other movies obviously like The Gangs of New York, The Beach, which I quite enjoyed, The Man in the Iron Mask, which was a quite old movie which was quite cheesy, but yet again I really did enjoy that as well. The Revenant as well, which is a great movie which he was great in, again with Tom Hardy, another great actor in that movie, but recently obviously playing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, really smashing out the park again in that movie as well. But every movie this guy goes into is 100% work ethic, 100% effort, 100% commitment, everything into his performances, and really it just goes to show every single time. This guy is absolute genius and definitely my favourite actor right now. So guys, that is my top 10 actors in my opinion. Don't forget to let me know yours in the comment section down below. Of course they're going to be different, they're my preferences and opinions, and you've got yours. I'd love to hear yours, of course. And if you enjoyed this video, simply smash that thumbs up button. Helps the video out, helps the channel out, and also helps me out, which I'm very, very grateful whoever supports the channel. Also guys, stay tuned by subscribing and hitting that bell for much more awesome movies and TV series content. We've got a bunch of other videos like this on the channel or upcoming on the channel when it comes to directors, actors, actresses, film franchises, and also film trilogies. There's a bunch of great content on the channel. Also reviews, rankings from the worst to the best, as well as trailer reactions. This is the place for you, so subscribe, hit the bell, you won't want to miss a thing. But without further ado guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been me, you've been you, and I'll see you next time guys on Talking with Jay Springer.